We're now joined with Mary, and as you may have noticed over the past couple of weeks, we've been doing your forecast by the hours each Friday, where Mary gives you a very personalized look at how the weather is going to affect your plans at home.
But we know people will have some other weather-related questions that don't have to do with the forecast. I know we always do. So Mary's answering a few of those for you today.
I think this is really helpful because I always have questions.
I always have to, a lot of just graphics made just to, in case we get the weather,
Right.
I have them. So now I can explain it.
Oh, we love that. So we're going to kick it off with Michael Sikorsky. He asks, why do tropical storms seem to track through PA when our weather patterns seem to come from Cleveland?
Okay, this is jam-packed, but just to kind of break it down a little bit easier, we have hurricanes that form off the west coast of Africa. We get a lot of weather that comes in from the west, but we also get nor'easters. We also get those tropical systems, and they form in the Atlantic off the west coast of Africa. So I kind of want to show you this just about the ingredients and why they form there. So it's very hot, right? We need those really warm ocean waters above 80 degrees, and that'll bring the heat to all the storms, fueling those. But when we have instability, then that'll cause the warm air to rise, and it forms clouds, and then you get converging winds. That'll force air upwards, and then you get the spin of storms, the tropical storms, tons of moisture, right? That is the key ingredient, and you have all of that out in the Atlantic. And then you have low wind shear, and then that maintains the structure. But just remember, too, that we don't get the tropical storms. We get the remnants. So we don't always get that. So just look at how the frequency is of the tropical storms, June 1st to November 30th. That is hurricane season. And we still, we've only had a couple of those, but we're looking at an extremely active hurricane season, and they ride up the eastern seaboard. But Florida, Carolinas, Georgia, those are the most vulnerable areas. And then they will go right to the northeast and to New England sometimes too, but that's where they form. So that's why they ride up the eastern seaboard, and that's why we get the remnants. But it's pretty rare to get a hurricane like boom,
I think what was the
category 1? They weaken when they hit land.
Right. There was one, I feel like 15, 20 years ago that we saw. Was it Ivan? That we saw some of the bigger impact here.
Yeah, actually
right?
the 20th year of that is coming up.
I knew it was something about that because it was before I got here.
Oh, I'm good with that. You can keep that.
Yeah.
We have 4 seasons in a day. We don't need more.
Okay, so let's talk about Scotty's question. You hear meteorologists say off to the ridges.
That's so funny.
Yes.
What does that mean?
All right, just take the graphic. Look at the ridges. There's ridges, okay? So Chestnut Ridge, that's in Fayette County, and it's Pennsylvania is a part. There's a series of ridges. They stretch from Indiana to Westmoreland, Somerset counties. So, we get all of those, the elevations from 2,400 feet to 2,800 feet.
Mountains or
mountains, the ridges, yes.
Okay, so
So look at orographic lifting. This is why we talk about the weather there. It's different. So as air rises, these elevated landforms, they cool. This leads to cloud formation. Then you have precipitation on your windward side, and the leeward side remains drier due to that descending and warmer air. So we have temperature variations. That's why there's such a big temperature difference into the Laurel Highlands than what we have here because of that series of ridges. There's also Laurel Ridge. There's Laurel Hill. There's, what's the other one? There's Allegheny Mountain, of course. There's a whole bunch.
So do they tend to see more rain, cooler temperatures in the ridges?
So when you get upslope enhancement as well, so storms could really, really pop up, but also you get a lot lot more snow over there because it just dumps it to the Laurel Highlands. Yeah.
Okay. I have follow-up questions.
Okay. Well, I told you it was jam-packed.
I know. I love it so much. This is great.
Of course, the biggest weather question you may have, what's in store for the rest of the day and into tonight. Mary's going to be back at 4 p.m. to get you through your commute. So looking forward to that, Mary. And thanks for answering some of the weather questions,
thank
too.
you.
We'll be right back.